All right, here we go. Do we have 3 people? Yes. We've got Jerry, we've got Leanne, and we've got Rayanne. Okay, so I'm sorry, Jerry, but you have to be Jerry-Ann, just so we have a theme. Rayanne, Leanne, and Jerry-Ann calling in to play an exciting round of That Means What? Very simple, you guys. I'm going to play something for you. You listen, and then I want you to tell me what that means. Here we go. Listen very carefully. Can't understand a word he's singing. All right, it's time now to play That Means What? Jerry, Jerry-Ann. Please, Jerry-Ann, tell me, what does that song mean? Huh? Do it again. Is he saying something about being gay? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
It's about being gay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for your phone call. Jerry decided that Philadelphia Freedom, to him, means it's about being gay. In Rosemont, Leanne, that means what?
I think it means that you can be free in Philadelphia.
Thank you very much for your phone call. Rayanne in Isanti. Hi, Rayanne.
Hi.
What does it mean?
Well, you know what? I couldn't understand all the words, Todd, so I would just be giving a wild guess.
Go ahead, give it.
Actually, talking about Philadelphia freedom is free to do what you want to do.
In Philadelphia.
Yeah.
See ya. Thank you very much. All right, what does it mean to you? Huh? What does that mean to you? I remember the song. This song was like 1970-something, right? From the day that I was born in a garbage can? What did he say? Took me knee-high to a man. I don't know about that sentence structure. Gave me peace of mind my daddy never had. All right, that's Philadelphia Freedom. Do you know what that means? I always thought, okay, I'll tell you what I thought it meant. I thought it had something to do with the revolution. Really, I did. I thought it had something to do with where the founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, and because it was drafted in Philadelphia, that's where the freedom of our nation was founded, and so hence the tune Philadelphia Freedom. Is that what you thought it meant? Well, guess what? I'm watching ESPN the other night, and they're doing a special on Billie Jean King. And almost anything tennis-related is going to get my attention. And they're interviewing Billie Jean King and talking about the tennis match against Bobby Riggs. And on comes Elton John. And he starts talking about Philadelphia Freedom. He wrote that song for Billie Jean King because she was playing on women's world team tennis on a team called the Philadelphia Freedom. And so the song is about Billie Jean King being gay and playing women's tennis and getting paid a lot of money. And it's not about the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence being signed in Philadelphia, hence declaring our freedom. Did you know that? I didn't either. Todd, what does that have to do with the price of tea in Oklahoma on a Tuesday? Well, I'll tell you. This is another great example of authorial intent versus reader response. Authorial intent versus reader response. What the author intended versus what I understand it to mean. For me, I had decided this song was about the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And Philadelphia is a great place and should be remembered as such. But the author intended it to be an ode to Billie Jean King and lesbianism. So which is right? It's an important distinction and it's an important question, and how you answer it makes a big difference. Because if you believe that it's what it means to you, well, then that's probably the same way you read the Bible. What it means to me versus what the author intended it to say. there is a radically big difference.
All right, so what we're going to look at today is Romans 8:28. I'll go ahead and read it. It says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." What do you feel like that means to you, Peter?
Well, I feel that God is speaking to me about how He takes care of us, and how no matter how things go, He's always there to work it out for us. I mean, that's what I feel that this verse is saying.
Good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Carla? What do you feel like God's showing you in that verse?
Well, this kind of reminds me of karma. What goes around comes around.
That's exactly how I look at it. But I also think that God is trying to teach you that each and every one of us have a certain call in our life, or something like that.
Perfect. Good point.
I mean, I feel like that God is a God of love. And since we're His children and He's our daddy, He would never let any harm come to us. And He's always going to bring only good things into our lives.
That's absolutely crazy, Diane.
Jack, we don't do that here. She has her opinion, the way God is showing and moving in her life and speaking to her. Maybe if you give her a chance and listen to her, God might speak to you through her. Go ahead, Diane.
Well, like I was saying, it's always been my experience that, God is a God of love. He's my daddy. And since we're His children and He's our daddy, He would never let any harm come to us. And He's always going to bring only good things into our lives.
No, that's good. That's really good.
Yes. Yes. The Reverend Jay Johnson of the Episcopal Church, he's a priest for the Episcopal Church, shows us this type of thinking in action. This is an article that has been presented lamenting both celebrating and lamenting the first anniversary of the Massachusetts offering equal marriage benefits to same-sex couples. He writes this critique of the Southern Baptists. He says this: the Southern Baptist Convention released the Nashville Declaration on Same-Sex Marriage, in which it based its opposition to equality on, quote, the biblical teaching that God designed marriage as a lifetime union of one man and one woman. For biblical literates, they don't know much about the Bible. If we look beyond the radically different structure of biblical marriage, modern families can still find timeless values in the Scriptures to guide them. So don't take it literally. Don't go based on authorial intent. Go based on society, our present needs, and apply it then as you see fit. There's the distinction right there. Reader response, authorial intent. He goes on to say this. Are you sitting down for this? Are you sitting down? I'm telling you, this is not going to make you a happy Christian. The story of Ruth and Naomi is an account of same-sex devotion and often read ironically during heterosexual marriage ceremonies. Ruth 1:16. David and Jonathan's relationship is presented with a tenderness lacking in most biblical marriages. David admits that his love for his friends surpassed the love of a woman. Wow. In other words, they were gay too. And so it's okay to be gay today. The difference between authorial intent and reader response.